Okay. Late one night, I was spending the night at my brother's house over in Seymour by the cutoff, and we were drinking, and we were going back to the other side of the lake to where I lived in Little Rock, and the car broke down by almost by the cutoff, but there was like no houses around or nothing. The car just shut up. And so my brother, he got out the car to see what was wrong, to see if he can start it. And I kind of got scared. It was about 3, maybe about 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. And then I got out of the car, and my brother told me, "Don't cry. They're going to hear you." And I didn't believe what he was telling me. But then while he was under the hood, I could hear like voices out in the brush, but they were like talking like in Ojibwe, because I couldn't understand them. And then me and my brother got back in the car, and then I stopped crying, and then he said, "See, I told you not to cry because they were going to hear you." And then I said, "But did you hear them talking out there?" And then he didn't say nothing. And then just like that, there was a cop car that pulled up behind us, and and he asked, we needed help or whatever. And then anyway, we got in the car, and the cop car behind us, he kept pushing us back to my brother's house a couple miles down the road, and he was pushing us so fast, we were going like maybe about 70 miles. He was pushing us, and then we got close to my brother's house, and then we looked behind us, and there was not even no cop car or nothing there, but we coasted right into his yard. So yeah, we didn't know if that was some kind of ghost or what, but they saved us and got us back to my brother's house. But yeah, it was like a cop car, and a cop that asked if we needed his help, and we told him our car didn't start, and then he pushed us, and yeah, we were going like 70 down the road, and when we looked in the mirror, because we were getting close to my brother's, the car was not even there no more. Okay, I was about, I'd say, 10 years old, and I was with my grandmother, my brother, and my uncle, and we were at a family's house in Whitehurst, Minnesota. It happened about maybe 10 o'clock at night. We were visiting for the weekend, and my grandfather was an alcoholic at the time, and he was downstairs having drinks with his family. And my grandmother told me and my uncle to go to bed because we're like 2 years apart. And we were looking out the window talking about the stars. And my grandmother told us to go to bed. And right when we were getting ready to go to bed, there were 3 ghosts, like apparitions of 3 pirates standing at the foot of the bed. And they just appeared out of nowhere. And we all got scared, and my grandma, she grabbed my little brother out of the bed because he was sleeping. And me and my uncle, we took off running out the room, and we ran downstairs to where everybody was still out partying. And we got so scared, and we never went back to the house ever again because of that apparition we seen at the 3 pirates. And the pirate ghost was like the one like with the patch over his eye. One had a big pirate hat, and then one actually had like the wooden leg with the hook. And I cannot explain it, but my grandmother and my uncle, the 3 of us seen it together, and that's why we got scared and ran downstairs, because it was the first time that we had seen like actual ghosts.
Dang.
Yeah, that really happened, and we never went back to that house again after that. Like nobody, even the kids that lived in the house, they never even played in that room, or nobody slept in that room. But that's the room that they gave us that night to sleep in. So now I think I understand why nobody never went to that room.
Wow, that's terrifying.
Yeah, to see little like that, and to see like the, like the 3 ghost pirates they always talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what we actually seen. I remember that night so vividly.
Dang.
Next time you see Tiny them, you have to ask her about that.
Alright, I will.
Yeah, that was very fun. Yeah, ghost stories.
Now.